Well, if I wasn't on mute, I could ask y'all how y'all doing. And can y'all hear me? I'm just yelling my ass off. Not one person could hear my damn mouth. Some folks might think that's a blessing. Give me a one if you can hear me in this piece. Happy Friday. There it is. Thank you, Live Life. All right, all right, all right. Check it out, y'all. Cute Casey's in this building. Unseely's here. Thank you for the first like. Nori's in the building. Gene Williams is here. Who else do we have? Isley Brothers Stan is here. I am screaming. Her name make me laugh every time I see it. Shy Lovely's here. Coffee's here. Witch and Hour is here. We up in this bitch. Chim Chim, how are you? Sexy Butterfly, how are you? Now, y'all, this week has been interested in Blackistan, but what week is not interested in Blackistan? Have you packed your bags yet so you can get the fuck out? Have you made reservations to get the fuck out? Have you done any of the above to make some moves to get away from these weirdo ass people? Y'all, they're weird. They're violent. They're very, very unpredictable, but yet predictable at the same time. Before we drag, let's do our Black History Month. Because it's still Black History Month. And I don't want nobody to say that I didn't mention any Black history around this motherfucker. All right. I'm going to stop right there. Anybody in the chat know who this motherfucker is with his Judge Joe Brown looking ass? Hmm. No. Well, this is the motherfucker. His real name, last name is Karenga, and he is the creator of Kwanzaa. Right? Well, what did he do wrong, DZ? First of all, he was born. That's the first thing he did wrong.
Accurate.
So he started this in the mid 60s. They picked up in the 70s, whatever, right? He's one of the Black heroes, one of the ones that are cited in the Wall of Fame in Black history. He's a trailblazer, a groundbreaker, because guess what? The white man said, you're going to celebrate Christmas, but he said, fuck that. We're not going to celebrate Christmas. We's Black, y'all. We Black as hell. Well, the problem with letting somebody like this motherfucker be your spokesperson, your innovator and shit, he kidnaps and beats the shit out of women.
Of course he does.
Black women, to be exact. Not only does he kidnap them, he tortures them. He put hoses in their mouth with running water, detergent. He beats them. He puts visors on their toes, and he was sentenced to 1 to 10 years in prison. Now, you might say everybody has a past, but do y'all remember last week? The little boy with the past that came back and did worse? Yes, typical great behavior. These second chances is getting a lot of y'all fucked up. First of all, I'm mad at the people that thought that Kwanzaa was a real holiday, right? Dressed all up in crazy ass costumes, walking around here with your fist in the air, looking a goddamn fool. This man's wife, well, his ex-wife, right? She was a power mammy. One of the women testified that she sat on her chest to hold her down so that the men can attack her. Y'all, I hope you're proud of yourself, because these are the people that standing on y'all's platforms being praised, being referenced, in these ethnocentric schools or whatever. They're teaching these motherfuckers about this guy because they need to know about their Black history. But conveniently, they leave out the part where he tortures women. Conveniently, they leave out the part where he's a kidnapper and all that extra shit. So, Blackistan, give yourself a round of applause.
Not you having sound effects.
I can't stand these goddamn niggas. I can't. We're going to celebrate Black History Month all month because we're respectful around this bitch. Anyway, what's that? Black family? L, what is that?
Oh, no, it's not a Black family, unfortunately.
They say that's what y'all supposed to strive for. Problem is, it did not end well for the baby, 2-day-old Kennedy, and it didn't end well for Danielle on the left. These people are from Tennessee, Memphis to be exact. Mind you, this guy has an ex-wife, a girlfriend, and now he was with Danielle. I don't know what his motive was, but I suspect that it had to do a lot to do with child support and lying to his girlfriend. I suspect that. Shane, what do you think happened here? Because I'm getting ready to tell y'all some shit.
Exactly what you said happened. I mean, he's another ain't shit naker, excuse me, and it's just I think not only he just didn't want to, he just want to keep his lies concealed. He just didn't want to take care of any type of responsibility because I'm sure he's never taken care of any responsibility. I don't see how in the hell he even got married, first of all, but I think it's what it is. He didn't want any responsibility, so he killed that girl and killed the baby. I mean, like he could have at least dropped the baby off at the fire station. I mean, he threw the baby in the water. You're just despicable.
He threw that two-day-old baby in the Mississippi River and shot her in the head. Here's the deal. He had a son with his ex-wife. He has a 1-year-old with his girlfriend. He was with the girlfriend, when the baby that you see in front of you was conceived. How is it that he was able to get 3 of y'all already with his children at that young age? How is that possible? I don't know why folks are confused as to why these men don't give a fuck about you. You give it up too easy. He has a baby face, a baby grape face, but a baby face nonetheless. He already has an ex-wife. Red flag. He's a naker. Red flag. He has a girlfriend. They both got kids by him. Red flag. Now, I don't know what Danielle knew. I don't. But her mother got up on the news and was saying if he didn't want to take care of the baby, he didn't have to do this, what he did. We get ready to meet her mama real quick. All right. Don't y'all get tired of this? Black women, don't you get tired of this shit? You don't get tired? I don't have to ever repeat stories. There's another one sitting in my background right now that I could cover right this very minute where he shot her in the fucking face. Now, this happened yesterday. But anyway, let me quit running my mouth and bring this up. Can't stand these motherfuckers. That's the mama. We ain't gonna go there. Let's go.
You can cry so much. You just don't need to come down your eyes anymore. I ain't slept since 11. No, I haven't slept.
It's been 24 hours after April Campbell's daughter was killed and granddaughter disappeared.
Danielle, she missed by everybody. Like I say, young folks make mistakes, but that wasn't a mistake. There wasn't a.
I'm tired of that. Everything has to be asterisks with some sort of excuse. Stop making excuses for shit. Stop it. The body's dropping, just dropping by your feet, dropping everywhere. Stop with the excuses. You could have seen this coming a mile away. I mean, what, every 5.5 hours? It wasn't like this is a surprise. Who's even surprised that this happened?
No reason to kill my daughter.
27-year-old Danielle Hoyle was found shot to death near her car in Whitehaven around 11:15 Tuesday night. Police soon realized her newborn daughter wasn't with her. The search lasted all day Wednesday and into the night on Mud Island for 2-day-old Kennedy Hoyle.
I just wish I could just hold my grandbaby. I just want to tell them, I love them. I miss them.
After 6 p.m. Wednesday, police arrested Kennedy Hoyle's father, Brandon.
Y'all gonna stop playing. Please stop playing. Look at this shit. Yes, 2 days old. What? How is this even possible, y'all? How is this even fucking possible? That girl was beautiful. I don't give a fuck if she was ugly as fuck. Why are y'all letting these monsters climb on top of you and sire children? Oh,
Brandon Isabel on 2 counts of first-degree murder, murder in the perpetration of aggravated kidnapping, especially aggravated kidnapping, and tampering and fabricating evidence. This is what Campbell had to say about the man accused of killing her daughter and grandchild.
I want him to suffer like he made my baby suffer. I want him to hurt. I don't want it to be easy for him. I want him to suffer. He needs to suffer. Why would you hurt a baby?
Why would you hurt a baby? The answer to that is this: they don't like themselves and they don't like anything that looks like them, period. Especially the women and the children. They easily kill each other. They don't mind killing you. And apparently it's very, very easy to pick up a 2-day-old and throw it in the Mississippi fucking river. Unapologetic.
Are we surprised?
Not even surprised. The thing is, I'll be long gone, dead and gone. And these stories are still going to happen, y'all. Is divestment popping right now? Sure. But it ain't putting a dent. It looked like the mammies is they on the comeback. They got a draft party set up. They're everywhere. Lipstick, welcome to the panel.
Hi, ladies. Hi, DZ.
Hey.
This
Hey.
story has caused a lot of trauma just reading about this poor baby being thrown
Mhm.
into the Mississippi River. I was actually in a chat yesterday with people who live in that area, and there were mammies and
Of course.
primates saying that, you know, this is what happens when Black women are these quote unquote bitches out here fucking other men's husbands and think you got you a man just because you got pregnant. You know, he can get rid of you and the baby. And they were saying it like it was her fault. This is what you get when you fucking with someone's husband.
That's the shit I'm talking about right there. Even in death, they competing. Don't I wish I can say most Black women don't, but everybody don't want these niggas, y'all. And the ones that do, you need your head examined. You need your head examined. Get your broke ass on Medicaid and see what your mental health benefits look like. Because you need it. That baby was. Do y'all realize that y'all saw everything the baby ever wore? Ever? It was only 2 days old. We saw 2 outfits. You saw the whole baby's, the baby's whole life right there. For those of y'all that have kids, I have 2. The day that each one of my children was born, when the nurse handed them to me, I fell in love instantly. Instantly. With the pain and everything. My husband fell in love instantly. He held them the most while I healed. How can you pick up a 2-day-old baby and throw it in the river? Especially one that got your blood coursing through their veins. What the fuck is wrong with you? What is wrong? I know what's wrong.
He heartless. He heartless.
They have no conscience. They have no moral. Like they're just trash.
Well, a lot of people were saying something must have happened to him. He was a good daddy to the son.
Mental health.
Man, look. So let's look at his Facebook post because he was Father of the Year.
And in Isabel, the man arrested for murdering Danielle Hoyle and Kennedy Hoyle. He is the father of 2-day-old Kennedy Hoyle. Brandon's Facebook has since been deleted, but here are some of the posts.
Y'all getting turned on by that? Look at them goddamn chicken legs.
Little
he got.
ass pants.
What the fuck? And why do Dusty's like red shoes? You notice that they always got on a pair of red shoes.
They really do.
The fuck is this shit? Yeah, keep going. My son's mama. We've had our problems, but you know the deal. Keep looking out for our son as you do. You do. Happy Mother's Day to you. I love you, my dog. Y'all these niggas friends. I mean, I don't think look. Let's get through this. This shit is amazing. All these girls were beautiful, are beautiful, the ones that are remaining. Now he's bigging up his own mom for doing what she had to do to take care of him. One motherfucker said he graduated from high school, so this is surprising.
What?
What you mean? What do you mean? Motherfuckers that got high school diplomas don't do. I'm surprised he even had one. I'm gonna keep it real.
Big facts.
But this is another dude. He worked for FedEx. He was the unicorn. He took care of his son. Nobody's a murderer until the day they murder some motherfucking body.
Right.
You can use prediction, especially with this group of men, to see what's going to happen. Now, where is everybody talking about this baby? Where are they? The baby wasn't a single mother. The baby wasn't ratchet. The baby didn't choose wrong. The baby wasn't wearing weave. I mean, where's the videos for this baby?
Well, the mom
DZ,
chose wrong, DZ. That's why the baby, you know.
I think since they've been killing so many pregnant women, I guess they said they're going to wait till the child is actually born. The baby was 48 hours old.
Well, don't get no abortion because that's wrong. But chucking your baby into the river, that's better because she didn't get an abortion, y'all.
And I bet he went on about his day like nothing happened when he did that shit.
Yeah, because they had an Amber Alert out. They was looking for them, and he wasn't saying nothing until he fucking confessed. Getting ready to show y'all that shit too.
Weirdo.
But this y'all peoples. This y'all peoples.
Y'all kings.
You look like a damn fool. Anyway, back to my other shit. When y'all gonna stop this shit? I know I ask that shit all the time, but I want to answer, goddammit. Listen, they don't care how old the kids are anymore. They even killing them in vitro. The saddest part about this is that the baby, this 2-day-old baby, is not the youngest to be murdered by them. Remember the lady pregnant with twins that got set on fire? Those babies didn't even get a chance to be 2 days old. I wish I would, y'all. Anyway. New details. According to Brandon Isabel, his last name makes me pissed. Arrest affidavit. He admitted to luring Daniel Hall. How did he lure you down there? He been treating you like shit, I'm sure of it, for the past couple months, not really connecting with you and your pregnancy and this, that, and the third. How was he able to lure you? How was a black man able to lure anybody anywhere? How? He wasn't treating you right to begin with, clearly. So today he want to treat you right, and you take you and your baby to him. I don't understand how this works, y'all. Okay? Toss the baby in the fucking river. There's his arrest affidavit, and there go his motherfucking, there go his face again. It's on you, L.
Like I said before, he's just heartless. You got to be heartless to see your little baby, your baby, not nobody else's baby, your baby, and then decide to pick it up and pick her up and throw her in a river. It's no remorse there. He don't have no heart. I bet you he don't have no remorse. I bet you he don't.
His monkey ass probably putting on a show as we speak. Well, I was stressed out. Whatever they think that the investigator, because they're still doing an investigation, even though he confessed. Whatever they think that they'll buy or what they can get away with, that's what he's gonna go with. They think if he thinks that they want him to be sad, he'll act sad. Remorseful, he'll act remorseful. But this is some bullshit. This is some bullshit. RIP to that baby. Okay. And RIP to Black women's self-esteem, Black women's discernment, Black women's intuition. RIP to all that shit. Because apparently it ain't there. Y'all in the back, I'm going to let y'all up in just a sec. Tennessee been showing out. Who that, y'all? I think I saw Melanie in the chat. Who's that?
Is she a Mamie?
Oh, yeah.
I could tell.
That's
Oh,
what's
yeah.
her name, sister. What's her name? That's Katrina Robinson.
That is. She was a senator from Tennessee, a state senator from Tennessee. Well, this dumbass bitch just got convicted of wire fraud.
Wow.
Okay. She stole close to $600,000. And the investigator said that she spent a lot of that money on her wedding.
Her wedding to a
Wow.
dusty. And guess who turned her in? Her dusty ass husband.
Y'all get married to niggas that can't even pay for y'all wedding? That's crazy.
He the one sold her out. He told that she spent the money on their wedding.
Not only are y'all bitches proposing, y'all paying for it after the propose, y'all.
Embarrassing. Like y'all paying for y'all rings. Y'all getting down on one knee. What? Make it stop. This is embarrassing.
Y'all know what? I've met plenty of females that have paid for their own ring and then tried to act like they did, of course. But that's common in the Black community. If y'all not familiar with Katrina, her sister Cheryl Wright is in prison for killing Lorenzen White, the former NBA basketball player. The dude that played the sport. Oh, yeah, she was low down.
You can't make this shit up.
He
Look at him. Look at him. I mean, girl, you worked so hard for that position. Now your ass is out. You went from this to this to this, bitch.
Ooh, and where he at?
Probably somewhere fucking one of her family members.
Imagine doing all that for a bussy at. Ooh, Lord.
And have him testify again, and have him the one turning the evidence on you.
I bet he helped spin that shit though.
After the vote, y'all, she came back to the Senate to try and plead her case. When she got there, she literally threw everybody under the bus. Now, here's the deal. She came up there saying, there's other people that are on this Senate that have done things that are in the same position that I'm in. What you mammies don't understand is this. This is their house. Your men didn't build a goddamn thing.
Yes.
This is their house. You're not going to be able to get away with shit that others can get away with.
Mm-hmm.
Turn to the dusty next to you and tell him thank you. You're not going to be able to come in someone's house and get treated like the people that own the house. Okay? Let's listen to this dumbass.
For the first time since the Civil War, the Tennessee State Senate has ousted one of its members. Senator
Black History First.
Civil War.
More
Damn.
Black History Month. Hey, I think we celebrating Black History more than the motherfuckers over there on Black YouTube. What? Since the Civil War? Girl.
They petty as fuck for saying that shit.
I think the translation is it takes a mammy to be the first to get tossed out the Senate since the Civil War.
Senator Katrina Robinson was voted out after being convicted of wire fraud, but she didn't go down without a fight.
We had a former colleague from Davidson County sit here with a $6 million Medicare fraud case and allowed to resolve that civilly and finish his term until he was removed by the people. We have a senator sitting here from Hohenwald with an extramarital affair, writing
We talking
opioid
about you though,
prescriptions.
bitch. This is about you.
Thank you. They gonna have their day. If I was one of them senators in there and this bitch threw me up under the bus like that, you know, there would be some consequences to that shit. Bitch, can I have my day? Did anybody walk up here and reference you in your case? I mean, she throwing everybody under the bus. And the thing is, she wants to stay on the Senate. So everybody, even if they kept you there, girl, the work environment gonna be hostile as fuck. The way you do your
Why do mammies always hit everybody with the white people do it too? They everything.
Yes, that's exactly what she did. I mean, girl, listen to the rest of this shit. Your jaw gonna hit the floor.
For their mistress, who happened to be their cousin.
What?
Did you think that was gonna help your case? Mammies, what the
Right.
fuck wrong with y'all?
And they
wrong
still
with
waiting to
y'all?
escort her out the door and take her badge. Like when you get through, get your badge here and walk out this door.
I'm getting secondhand embarrassment from her for her.
Y'all, that bitch said who had a mistress who happened to be his cousin. Ain't nobody said nothing. They like, people hurry up and get to the end of the speech, bitch, because we getting ready to get you up out of here. We gonna get you up out of here. And sis looking at her like, come on, so I can get the fuck off camera, please.
We have a senator who sat on the ethics committee and just got up and gave this long speech about what morality is and what is dignified for a senator, but just came off a campaign misuse complaint. We have a senator here from Shelby County who is currently under indictment and frankly is in the same posture that I'm in.
Of course, that other senator from Shelby County is Brian Kelsey, who's awaiting trial in a campaign finance case. But today was not about Senator Kelsey. It was.
You hear the reporter drag her ass? Yeah, we know about it, bitch, but it's about you.
She said, this is about you today, bitch.
It's your day.
About Senator Robinson, who was in tears and called the Senate vote a, quote, procedural lynching just minutes before her colleague.
They love to say shit is lynching. I
done.
swear these bitches want to. Never mind.
I'm done. Girl, they did not lynch you. You went in the church's collection plate so you could pay for your dusty to try to keep him around that goddamn house. Tennessee, what's going on? Both of these cases from Tennessee, what's happening?
Can I say that both of those cases are from Shelby County? We do not claim the rest of that area is not a part of Tennessee. Let me say that. That's Mississippi. That is not Tennessee.
Damn.
I can't. I can't put this on a place where I'm never gonna visit. I've never been to Memphis. I've never been to Shelby County. I've never been to none of those areas. Ain't going.
Voted her out.
I continue to push through this ordeal to get here every week for session.
She must have turned on the femininity
Hell no.
course. That's the femininity course. Girl, you still getting ready to get put up out of here. You're not going to be able to rest in your femininity on this one. You're going to have to put on your big girl panties and take this on the chest.
For a committee to give back to my community, even when I couldn't raise money because people thought I was a thief.
You are.
I went in my own pocket to give to kids who were looking forward to events
What?
that normally I would have support for.
She can't even lie right.
Stop playing, bitch. You stole $600,000 and used it on
I
the
stood out
wedding.
front this whole time,
And you talking about you
and I
use your
haven't
money
shied
for
away
kids.
from
No,
any
ma'am.
fight, and I can't do it here.
Hurry up and move your mouth.
Some
away
of
from
you
that
may
mic.
think that I would maintain my dignity through resignation, but for me, the only way to maintain my dignity is to stand here and stand up for myself.
Now, earlier
for committing fraud. Hello.
Look, I'm not going. Listen, if I got to take my ass through Tennessee, I think I'm gonna take the long way around because I don't want no parts of this. These your people, lipstick. I can't.
Ma'am, that is not Tennessee. That is North Mississippi. No one claimed there's Memphis and then there's Tennessee.
I can't. Welcome to the panel, Davestiana. What's going on this wonderful Friday?
Hi, can you guys hear me?
Yes, indeed. How are you?
Good. Oh my God, I love you guys so much. I'm a first time caller.
Thank you for being up here.
Yeah, hi. Sorry, I said that already. If it's okay, I wanted to share a quick story about my naked idiot cousin. I wrote it down. I promise I won't ramble.
What you got on the stories we already got up here, sister?
Oh, sorry.
No,
I
it's all
hadn't
good.
heard about this girl, but I don't know. This is embarrassing. Like the minute she realized her fiance didn't have money for the wedding, she could have just left. Like she really didn't need to do all this.
Leave her shit log.
Yeah,
How dare you
I mean,
speak such
there's better options. She could have went to like a sex shop or got a cucumber or anything.
Ladies, if he can't pay for the wedding, please don't marry him, because that's not the last thing he's gonna not be able to pay for. You're gonna bust your ass, mule. You're gonna bust your whole ass. He gonna scramble you some eggs when you get home at night, because he don't know no damn better. He gonna scramble you some eggs when you get off work. The light bill's gonna be fucked up. I'm not even talking about the damn mortgage. Let's not even go there. If he can't pay for the wedding, he can't pay for your life. It costs to live around this bitch. Get off your knee as well. Tony, are you dusty?
Fuck all you.
The answer was yes, if y'all didn't understand.
That is so triggering. Like they're so
It don't
scary.
trigger me, girl. When a dog starts barking, it doesn't bother me, because the thing is, dogs bark. You know what I'm saying?
Girl.
Any motherfucking well. Bella Bell.
No, that's a never mind.
Oops. Welcome to the panel. How may I help thee?
Hi, just wanted to say there's no DZ pause over here.
That's what's up.
I was ready and waiting. I've been wanting to call in for so long. I'm such a fan. I love what you do. You're doing the work of the Lord, so I do appreciate it.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, really. I mean, I don't know if everyone's ready. I mean, clearly not everyone's ready for your message, but it's there on YouTube. People can always come back and refer to it. So I'm sure people will wake up eventually. I do believe it. I'm hopeful.
What story did you come up here to hit on? The stupid ass mammy bitch that's sitting in front of you, or the dude that's throwing 2-day-old babies in the Mississippi River? And
Yeah,
I think the lady in the comment section said Mississippi don't want them. Knock it off.
Yeah. You know, the first one is very triggering. I have a very young child myself, but not so dusty. Praise the Lord again. And it's just, I don't understand the psychology of people like that. I really don't understand how even animals have a sense of self-preservation. You know, like to call them an animal or anything like that is not even like appropriate. Like it needs to be worse than that because even animals have a sense of, okay, we need to protect our own. So
Mhm.
I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going. I mean, obviously we can always, pontificate, but I don't know. I think it's really sad. I do have a question for you slash
What's
advice.
up?
Can I? Okay, that kind of. So I am coming from a very diverse neighborhood, and my husband and I have decided to move to, and we just like closed on a home.
Please don't say
And
Georgia.
no.
Thank God. Keep going.
No, it's actually a very white area. And it's, I always prided ourselves in living in like a diverse place where you can see all these races and like different, cultures and like religious cultures, whatever.
That's some
Now,
progressive BS right there.
yeah,
That
I know.
diversity word, that's
No.
some progressive BS right there. Listen, progressive neighborhoods, they get just as dusty. That liberal bullshit, it gets real
Exactly.
dusty. You better get somewhere where it's red, all the way
Exact.
red.
Deep red. Deep red.
That's okay. That's the thing. I'm realizing a correlation between diversity and dust. Like, I can't believe that there's such a
Duh. That's all
like,
diversity is.
yeah, I realized like it's a gift that we've been had an opportunity to leave, and it's not dirty because we visited the place. It's not dirty. There's not a ton of homeless people. It was embarrassing that the only Black people I saw was a homeless man standing on the street, and that was only a Black person. So, main point: how would you just navigate that
Yeah.
emotionally, or just kind of,
Sell. The market's good.
yeah.
It's
And just
very
like when you're
good.
in that new space, how you just kind of hold your head high and just,
What do you
I'm
think
not
is going to
make.
happen if you're in an all red place? See, I feel like you've never lived in a red area.
Yeah,
Am I
you're
wrong about?
right. You're right.
Okay.
Again, I've been like, I don't live in like the most liberal state.
Oh,
It's like
girl.
most liberal
Nah.
state, county, and
Uh-uh.
city and neighborhood within. So it's like a pressure cooker of liberosity, I guess. And I'm
Mm.
okay. I'm actually thanks to your channel. I'm not joking. Like my politics has changed. Like, everything has. My mind is open about like the liberal agenda is really messing people up. Like it really is. And so
Well,
I,
what I'm feeling, and correct me if I'm wrong, is
mhm.
that you kind of apprehensive about moving to a red area because the shit that Blackistan say that happens in red areas. Am I
True.
correct or
True.
right?
Absolutely.
Okay, well that's not what happens in red areas.
Baptize a DG. Baptize.
Nobody's gonna be standing outside your house with a noose. Nobody's gonna be calling you blackie everywhere you fucking go. Nobody's gonna shoot you. You do what you gotta do. Be a law-abiding citizen, and you'll be just fine. These purple and blue areas, that's for who they for. Because that's all I can say, right? That's who it's for. Let them fuckers have it.
Yeah, and only just one last thing. The only people who've ever called me Blackie is a Black person. So
See what I'm
the only
saying?
person, so the only person who's ever called me out on my skin tone is Black people.
Yeah.
No white person. I'm around a lot of white people, and no one's ever talked about my skin tone. Everyone's like, oh, even whatever, but it's Black people who've made me feel like shit about it. Oh, poop about it. So, but anyways, thank you so much for what you do. You are a blessing on this earth. Like, I hope that everyone can hear your message at one point and then eventually be baptized. So I'll step down.
That's what's up. Thank you for coming up, Bella.
Can I say something?
Yep.
Look, Black women, when you move somewhere and the area is quote unquote progressive, diverse, and you hear those types of words, run.
Mm-hmm.
Culture, all these things that people use to describe areas, that is just code word for them niggas gonna kill you.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
And they'll be surrounded by other quote unquote cultures that will just kind of put their hands up and like, I'm gonna stay out of that.
Exactly. They're gonna mind their business. Right.
Mm-hmm. Because there's no way they're gonna come down on Tyrone for what he did, because they just
Exactly.
told you that diversity was the key.
Mhm.
No, I don't give a damn if I don't see not one of them
Yep.
ever. I ain't missing a goddamn thing. And speaking of so-called race or whatever, did y'all hear about how upset the Negroes in Alabama are about the University of Alabama adding the first Black woman that ever attended the university on the building, and she's sharing the building name with the governor that was in office at the time that she got there? Let me tell you why they're mad. Because they say that homeboy was a KKK Cyclops. My question is this. Brothers, you're listening? What building do you have to put that Black woman's name on? Where's your building? And I'm not talking about Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles. Don't nobody want their name on that shit. What institutions do you own? Because you can't even change the names on HBCU buildings. So what buildings, government offices, or any important building do you own if they pull her name down to put it up? Where you gonna put that? Nobody wants
at Roscoe's Rib Shack on MLK and 23rd.
I can't. I honestly think the Black community pissed off because it's a woman that's going up there, a Black woman, and they hiding behind the fact that that governor got a little bit of past on him. But here's the deal too. How did they surpass you, being as quote unquote racist as they are, putting her name on the building? You still ain't put nobody's name on the building. You can't put your name on anything that don't belong to you. So again, I ask, where you gonna put sis name up at? Do you even know who she was? Or did you skip that notification today? Because that came out today. What are y'all mad about? Y'all are mad just like when you thought the government was gonna put Harriet Tubman on that goddamn money. Do y'all remember that shit?
DZ, somebody say they could put her name on a turkey leg hood. I'm
I mean, before you get out there picketing, have a building first. Have somewhere you can put sis name at. Why did the KKK beat you to putting your sister name up there? Nobody has answers for shit like that. You just want people to finance you and sponsor you, and that's not their responsibility. You done. You are decades late at laying the first brick of an important building. I'm not talking about the new Black Panther in the strip mall. I ain't talking about that. I'm talking about an important building, important infrastructure. Where is it? Can you please put your lips back together? Because nobody's listening. As a matter of fact, the university is not listening to you. Her name's still going up. They already started with the sign, y'all. Anyway, Shane, it's on you.
Yeah, I'm just flabbergasted. I mean, I really don't have much to add. I mean, you said everything that I was just thinking, and I'm just like, get your own and do what you want to do. I'm so sick of seeing Black people jumping out there, bitching and moaning, and marching for every damn thing, and you're just out there begging. I'm not a beggar. I've never been a beggar, and I can't stand seeing other beggars. Just sit down and shut the fuck up.
Right. They need to be offering alternatives. When you have a problem with someone or a problem with an issue, you're supposed to have an alternative. See, because you always saying we trauma bonding. You're trauma bonding because you don't have a solution at the end of it. Our solution is get the fuck out. So since you don't want the University of Alabama to use her name on their building, what's your solution? What's her alternative? Child, please. Somebody said a liquor store. I can't.
I mean, the rim shop.
They don't own that shit either. The Jose's and them be owning that. It says, especially in the South.
Right. Nobody complained when Gorilla Floyd got a fucking statue.
Right.
The fuck? That's why that shit keep getting struck by lightning. They be vandalizing it. Goofy ass nigga. Y'all are so ass backwards, I swear. Like, this shit don't make no sense.
Well, we got Dr. Umar School.
Please stop playing.
Stop making me laugh. That is not funny.
Years. That shit is where it's been for the last 5 years.
No, we got the Hey, what about the Ziax Institute?
Stop it.
Ain't that
Stop.
in, ain't that in homeboy living room or some shit? Or the basement or some shit? I don't
You mean
know.
Ziax, the one with the red, black, and green curtains?
The red, black, and green sheets.
Up to the window, yep, sheets.
Right. Divested babe. What's happening, dear?
Hi. I took notes on what y'all were talking about earlier. About that guy that killed that threw the woman in the river.
He actually threw the baby in the river. He shot the baby
Oh, the
mama.
baby. Oh yeah. So the notes that I've took is okay. So the mom always gave black man excuses. I'm talking about the fat mother on that screen that you
The
shared.
fat mother. I'm not fucking with y'all on this Friday. The fat mother. You ought to change your username to the fat mother.
It just reminds me of somebody I knew. I'm not gonna get into that, but anyways, I feel like the fat mother is jealous of young black girls and women, and they always.
What gave you that?
Personal experience.
Okay.
Like growing up, that I experienced, but they will always take up for their sons no matter what they do, and that guy on that picture looks scary as fuck. Black mammies and Dusties sacrifice women and kids. What a damn shame. Black men hate their kids and are less empathetic.
Well, that's a fact. That's a fact. I just wish that he would have took that child to either the hospital, the fire station, or something. But that would be me thinking that there's an ounce of humanity to any of them, and I don't subscribe to that bullshit whatsoever.
Yeah.
I can't. That was your last note?
For now, I got. I'm gonna let y'all talk, and I'm gonna chime in some more.
Okay, sounds good. Thank you for coming up. Gene Williams, welcome to the panel.
Hi, darling. How you doing?
I'm awesome, Sauce.
Hello,
How are
ladies.
you?
How's everybody?
Hello.
Hello.
All right.
Hello.
I've been trying to find some more information also about that young mother who was nearly burnt alive with her twins. Does anybody have an update on her?
I don't.
I've been trying to find something, and so far I can find nothing. Of course, if you call the hospital and you ain't family, they're not going to give you any information anyway.
I think that the last thing I heard that she
Mhm.
still was on some sort of life support. Don't quote me on that, but
Oh,
I
bless
haven't been
her
able to
heart.
see anything since they reported on the situation. I
I
don't know
see.
how anybody's doing.
Oh my God. And this bastard threw his own 48-hour-old baby girl in the Mississippi. Oh shit.
Y'all, I don't want to sound crazy, but he was so called a good father to the little boy, right?
Oh, boo-hoo.
Right. He
Yeah,
wasn't throwing babies in the water until he got a baby girl. That's
a baby girl.
interesting. That's very interesting to me.
Yeah. I was thinking about that in the back of my head, when it said he already had a son. I said, oh, they say he was good to his son, but had this beautiful little girl and threw her in the Mississippi.
He got 3 kids. He has a 1-year-old. And of course, the 2-day-old isn't here. And the other little boy, I think he's like elementary school age.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, it's like this.
When are black women going to get it? These bastards hate us and our babies.
I don't know why they keep getting pregnant by it. I know that mammies like to be with nakers, and that's their business. I don't know why they keep reproducing with them, though. I don't know why you're having raw sex with these idiots. And even if the condom busts.
Right. Okay, I'm going to get just a touch off topic. When my son was in the Navy, this is going back some years, he called me talking about him and his girlfriend, quote unquote, got into it and wanted me to bail him out of jail. I said, you sit your ass right there and wait for the shore patrol to get you so they can take you to the bridge.
Not the shore patrol.
yeah, he was in the Navy and they had him in a civilian jail. Because he was still, regular Navy. He wasn't a civilian then. But they could, sit him in a civilian jail and wait for the shore patrol to get him and take him aboard ship and put his ass in the brig. He said, "What? You ain't got the money?" I said, "Yeah, I got the money to bail out 10 people out of jail. You won't be one of them."
You in the Navy, you ain't got no money to bail out of jail?
Right.
What the fuck?
No, he called me.
No, he got it. He would have sat right there.
And that's just what he did because I hung up my phone.
Damn.
Good for
I don't
you.
play that.
Right.
I don't play that shit. No.
He expected you to do it, and he was well within his shit to expect it. Cause
Yeah, I
goddamn,
don't know why he expected it. He knew better because when my dad was alive, and I was over his house, and he called himself acting a fool with one of the females in the house, and I had that coffee pot in my hand. I said, "You don't cut that bullshit out, I'm gonna fuck you up."
Damn.
Gee,
And
you
that was
always
my
got some
own daddy,
funny
and I
shit.
ran that nigga out of his house. Yes, I did. Because see, I had a flashback. I remember I was about 7, maybe 8 years old, and my mother was pregnant with my sister. My sister supposed to be born in June, but she was born in late May. Because my daddy came and jumped on her. And I picked up a knife and cut him with it.
Oh, you don't play.
Because see, I had them memories. That's why, and the older I got, I saw niggas for what they were.
Mm-hmm.
I don't play with these fools out here. You can't play with them. No, they're dangerous. They are dangerous.
Everybody in the chat asking who you are. Her name is Jean Williams.
I'm Jean Williams. How y'all doing?
They like you. They said good. Mama of the year. Go ahead,
You,
Mama.
baby.
Do you mind me asking you this kind of touchy?
Sure.
What's your age, please?
Oh, I'm 66, honey. Because see, I remember when we used to be called colored. Oh yeah, going back in the day. See, I'm one of the baby boomers, born after World War II.
Okay.
Yeah.
When did you figure out the niggas was dangerous? How old were you at the time?
Let's see. The first time I was molested.
The first time. That is sorry. Goodness.
When I was 4. I was 4 years old.
That's absurd.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, tell me about it. Oh, thank you, babe. Oh, but honey. But and if it wasn't for my grandmother, it'd have got worse. Although, after I got grown, I had to literally fight niggas off, shoot niggas. But my ex-husband, he ain't dead though. I just divorced him after I shot him.
Damn, Miss Jean. God damn.
No, see, the coward didn't want to ask me for a divorce. That's all he had to do was ask, "Hey, on the word go, I'd have went."
Miss Jean say you shoot him, then you divorce him. Take notes, lady. Shoot him first
and jump on me. That's how he ended up getting shot.
Well, sound like he wanted it.
Hey.
Listen,
baby,
it's rare to find baby boomers that feel what we're saying. That's why.
Oh, honey, I've been feeling because like my big mom used to say when I was a kid, she said, "Honey, colored woman ain't got no man in her race."
Come on. Come on, Miss Jean.
No, my big mama, my grandmother was nobody's mammy.
Okay.
No
That's
way.
what's up. I'm so happy that you found my channel because
honey, I'm happy that I found you. Because now I know, certain young ladies, say they not divested, but they talk divest, and then turn around and say, "Oh, but I still desire black men." You lost your mind, child.
Yeah, I've seen that too, and the shit is ridiculous.
Baby. No, you cannot have feelings of desire for people who desire your destruction.
Come on, Miss Jean. Miss Jean preaching today, y'all.
Okay. You just can't do it, baby. No. People who want to destroy you, you either stay away from them or arm yourself, gird yourself, take ballet lessons, martial arts lessons, and when you out on them streets, because see, whenever I hit them streets, I'm always strapped.
I feel you.
Okay, and I put on my Xena Warrior Princess Amazon battle armor, and it's on.
Do you know any other women, black women your age, that feel the way you do? Other than not your grandma or your mom. I'm talking about women that you went to school with and that type of stuff.
Well, I haven't seen those girls in about 30, 40 years, you know. I hope they doing all right. You know, and I wish them well.
Well, me myself with mammies, I don't wish them shit.
I ain't talking about no damn mammies now. No, they gone somewhere.
They get what the fuck they get because they got too many receipts out here and they just being ignorant. Hey, Miss Simmons,
mules
I
are
ain't seen you in a
more
while.
dangerous than mammies because mules will set women up to get them killed.
That's funny that you should say that.
Pretend like you know that they're your friend and all this here, honey. Child, please.
Well, let me show them something real quick, Miss Jean.
Huh?
Let me show them something real quick. It's tailgating on what you said. Hold up 1 second.
Okay,
Miss Jean, we're gonna find you and send you your flowers now.
Oh,
yes.
Thank you.
Check this out. When you say mules are more dangerous than mammies, let's go.
Oh yeah.
Some good advice there. I want to show you this breaking overnight. Accused of killing a 78-year-old man over the weekend, a high-profile case, arrested. This was video tweeted out by the sheriff's office around 2:15 this morning, which is showing their perp walk. And Fox 35's Amanda McKenzie joins us outside the Orange County Jail this morning. Amanda, we're still working on how these suspects were tracked down, but we know the sheriff said they were not going to sleep until they were arrested.
That's right, and they certainly followed through with that promise, working day and night to track down those two suspects. And it was overnight that they were placed in handcuffs and arrested and then taken to jail. You can see in this video that's new from this morning, the suspects, Javon White and Jasmine Monroe, both are charged with first-degree murder and carjacking. They were accused of killing 78-year-old Yukon Cummings as he walked out of a CVS pharmacy on the corner of Powers and Silver Star Road on Sunday.
Mr. Cummings was returning to his vehicle when he was confronted by two individuals who shot him and took the keys to his vehicle.
Investigators say Cummings suffered 2 gunshot wounds before the suspects ran over him twice as they fled in his car. A brutal attack in broad daylight. The sheriff says his team worked the case around the clock, first finding the stolen car and now early this morning arresting the 2 suspected killers. We are working to find out when they plan to make their first appearance in court. Reporting.
The reason I showed that is they don't give a fuck how old you are. He had an accomplice. It was a black mule. This is one of a myriad of stories where you will get fucked up. They'll use women to lure you into whatever they got going on.
Exactly.
Because the fact that she looks like you disarms you.
Right.
So
you know, and that's why, you know, when like even when I'm at the grocery store and I, you know, like, you know, when you go to the grocery store and you shop and, you know, you speak to people and stuff, I don't even do that no more.
No, I don't either.
Once in a while, you know, I might let my guard down just a little bit, just to see where you at, and then I'm going about my business.
Yeah, I can't. I just go and do what I got to do and get the fuck on. Just, unless I know you, I really don't speak to you like that.
No, I can't do that no more, baby.
Welcome to the panel, Blaine. What's going on, dear?
Hello. I remember that I was here for like the senator part, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you know that TikTok sound that said, "Don't cry about it, bitch." That's what I would have said.
What? What,
Go you're thieving.
Say it again, Blaine, because that shit was fire.
No, this is an actual TikTok sound.
Oh, okay.
Go cry about it, bitch.
Child.
And it's literally said in like a baby voice.
She turned on her femininity and it didn't do a goddamn thing.
Those are lágrimas de cocodrilo, which means crocodile tears.
Yeah, it is. But it didn't help at all. Once you stick your foot in that goddamn boiling pot, bitch, you getting burned. I don't give a fuck how feminine you act. You might as well not even showed up to that goddamn meeting. Truth be told, I'd have been too shamed after I done got with a Dusty, stole for a Dusty, paid for the damn wedding, and then he turned around and turned me in. Girl, how dare you even show your face? So
you might as well turn yourself into the authorities.
Oh, bye.
Like, how did these Dusties literally have the arrogance of Jim Bob Duggar himself?
I don't know who Jim Bob Duggar is.
No, think 19 Kids Accounting.
My world, you're gonna have to explain that again, Blaine. You spoke
No,
in
so
Spanish.
like there was this show on TLC called 19
Hold on a
Kids
second, Blaine. Listen to what I'm saying, Hunty Bunty. Okay, my world didn't understand what you were saying in Spanish. Can you translate that again?
I said lágrimas de cocodrilo, which means
crocodile tears.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I talk too fast sometimes. But I'm going back to what I said about Jim Bob Duggar. He was on a
Jim
show called 19 Kids and Counting on TLC that made the network a ton of money solely because they had 19 kids and that they were like mad conservative. And like the show got pulled off air because the oldest was doing some things.
Can you code word that? What was he doing? Because I don't even know.
What's he doing?
Raping his sisters.
Oh Lord!
Now he's in jail now for possessing CP.
I don't know who any of these people are, honestly. So
no, yeah, it's
It was that
mad.
weirdo Mormon.
No, he's not Mormon. They're fundy Baptists.
It was a cult. So
yeah, it's
oh my God,
a Christian cult.
Honey,
well, Christianity is a cult, but that's just
girl,
me.
don't start that.
I'm saying this as a Christian. That is an actual cult.
It most definitely, she right though. Most definitely is a cult, but they don't want to hear that though.
No,
a lot of Black women are Christian, and it stops them from being able to hear what we're saying. But shout out to the Christian girls in here that are also divested.
Okay.
Like Dusties are fornicating everywhere. That's why I would never be with them ever.
Okay, that's what's up.
Filthy, and they're filthy.
Oh,
they are filthy. Yeah, you're gonna end up having something you'll carry around with you for the rest of your life, fooling with them. Baby, don't do that.
That means use goods.
They make you gain weight too, by the way.
What, Black men?
Yeah, I've noticed.
Stress does yeah, they kill you. They give you cancer too.
Like like if you're with a Black man, you have to put yourself last. Unfortunately, I've noticed that too.
Oh God, there was like a church auntie that sadly unalived from cancer in my community. Her husband was like her daughters were devastated, understandably, but the dad was just like, we all know, like nobody came over to that house anymore after her unaliving.
And then they talk about, oh, it's love, quote unquote, love weight. No, relationships are not supposed to do that to you. If
it's stressful, it's your cortisol level increasing, and also when you're with Black males, you're usually in poverty, so you're eating the wrong foods.
Right.
I see that too. They have more liquor stores than grocery stores. I've noticed that too.
Oh yeah.
And the grocery stores that are there, they don't even own the motherfuckers. It's somebody else.
It's the ABC
and the Hispanics and own them and stuff, and they don't even fuck with Black men like that. So I've seen that.
I was about to say there was this place, like this liquor store chain in Vegas. It's the Asians that own and stuff.
Surprise, surprise.
Cat Cookie, who are you talking about? She said somebody I showed. Hold up a second. Let me put it on the screen. She said, DZ, these church people you showed last year had me rolling. I'm trying to remember who we showed.
Oh, it was like they was doing that they was having a little praise and worship session.
Oh no, I saw the replay when I first subscribed.
It's some of the most scandalous ass bitches up in that church. I mean, it's like, honey, it's 40 of y'all. I'm talking a small church, and 2 niggas. And that means to me that they got 20 women apiece. all of them be fucking the goddamn two niggas that's showing up just so they can get that coochie and to go watch football. I swear. Either that or they sitting up
On
under
a
the preacher.
Sunday?
The pastor, the pastor. I've noticed the pastor has a Cadillac and shit in the hood. What y'all think about
That's
that?
gonna get robbed.
They have
Oh,
nice
please.
cars and shit. And you know, ties and shit. You put money in ties, like they'll guilt trip you into putting ties. I don't go to
Why
church.
y'all keep letting people send y'all on guilt trip? That's another goddamn thing. That and that other fucking thing. Love is unconditional. Actually, that's a goddamn lie. Love is not unconditional.
Oh, I
No,
hate that one,
It's
DZ.
very
I
conditional,
can't
actually.
understand that. I've asked women that when they be like, or like when I be in discussions with men and women, and the topic of just what people expect in a relationship or a marriage, and they be like, "Oh, I want somebody to love me unconditionally." And I've asked women, "Why would you say that you love a man unconditionally?" Why? Because I asked them, don't you realize that you're saying that there is under which no conditions where you won't love him or be there for him? And they're like,
Right.
oh, well, that's how it's supposed to be. No, that's not how it's supposed to be. That sounds
no.
crazy. So you mean to tell
Okay,
me if he
that's
beat the brakes
nuts.
off of you, you still gonna stay with him? That's not a condition where you would leave. If he beat your kids' ass or touch
No,
them up, that's not a reason you would leave. Like those are
no.
conditions. You need to have conditions under which a motherfucker will not be able to have
Excuse me.
access to you.
The black community has no standards, so there are no conditions that would make them leave. All the things you
Right.
named, if they hit you, if they punch your children, if they molest your children, they do all of that in Blackistan and Black Women Stay. So there are no conditions.
And
These bitches.
they'll say, God, and everything happens for a reason, no matter what the fuck happens to you. They don't care. They don't care.
There is a shit ton. Somebody microphone acting crazy as fuck. But
Or when
there
they say they give it to God, I'm just going to give it to God. No, you know what to do. You don't have to give it to God. You can just leave his ass alone.
return to sender. You
I
know, that's what
mean,
Okay.
God is saying to you. He's gonna return that shit to sender. Bitch, he done gave you a black eye. So that was your sign that you was looking for. The fact that you had to go grocery
boots.
shopping with them shades on, bitch, that was your sign. So I'm gonna return. Don't give it to me. God ain't he ain't looking no motherfucking more. I give it to
Right.
God. God like
Okay.
child,
God said he
please.
don't want it.
Fuck that
Even
bullshit.
God don't like no lazy people. True.
That's when you know black folk ain't got no fucking solutions. They gonna give it to
It's
God. Another
literally
Give it
religion
to
over
God, oh brother.
relationship with Blackistan.
mm-hmm.
Like they will literally give their money but not actually.
Somebody said hand them over to Satan. Girl, with the
Yeah, but Satan will want
They
them.
hand them over when they already there. Shit.
Okay.
I'm in this
so
church group on a social media platform, and the stories are, I mean, you'll think that they're pranking you when you read this. The black women will post, hey, I've been married for so many years. The first year I walked in and found him in the bedroom with my daughter, but he said nothing happened. And then 2 years later, I found him and doing this. I mean, the stuff that they would name, you like, what the fuck?
the numbers, y'all, it's like
Leave and
this.
take custody
Hold
of
on a
that
second,
daughter.
Blaine, honey, because that's like the 85th time you done cut me off, and I just sat here and hit my little hookah. Yeah, it's like this. The numbers don't pan out. Even if you give it to God, he's not going to do anything because math is math. That shit is universal. No matter what culture you come from, math is math. It's not enough of you, or I'm sorry, it's not enough of them to go around. And if you're asking someone that's a spirit for a physical man, you got more trouble than you think you got, bitch.
Got God rolling a blunt and shit.
Okay. Roll.
I'm not with that polygamy bullshit. I'm not with none of that stuff. Y'all don't have to do this. Y'all don't have to do that.
Oh, and mammies and dusties, they'll use God to abuse black children. I've noticed that too.
You said they'll use God to abuse black children.
Like, for example, if they like verbally abuse you, they'll be like, "Well, God said," and then blah blah blah, and then they'll like say like meaningful things to you. Like, I don't know if y'all experienced that as a kid.
I can understand, coming to a conclusion that a lot of the stuff is metaphoric in the Bible. It has a lot of good stuff in it that you can so-called live by. But if you think it's literal, that's a whole nother conversation. Because I'm just trying to picture a talking snake talking to a chick about, what we need to do next, sis. I'm trying to picture that. I'm trying to picture a talking donkey.
Oh,
When
I
a
got it.
donkey's
Okay. I'm sorry. When I have an example, they be like, "Oh, God don't like ugly." When you stand up to yourself, and they be like, "Oh, you're being disrespectful." When you stand up to yourself as a kid, like, yeah.
Oh
The
yeah,
man,
I've been told that too.
they be like, "God don't like ugly." Like, I divested from a lot of people in my family. I really, but yeah.
Welcome to the panel, Aries lady. How are you? How you been?
Here we go. Another Friday night and an illustrious discussion about Blackistani, and there are very many
the problems are endless.
The constituents are amazing. To say the least. First of all, I came in late, so I didn't hear. I knew about the story about the nignog that threw the baby in the thing, but I captured a point where you said someone said he was a good father because he took care of the older or the other child. And if I'm gonna need these mammies to stop. None of these ninjas are good parents at all ever.
Nope.
They're marrying you, they're having babies with you because you're giving them free pussy all the goddamn time.
Okay.
You over here letting them sleep in your Section 8 apartment because it's $58 and he can barely get that together. Like, I just can't. And as far as religion goes, and listen, we got to stop this. Common sense does not trump the Bible, okay? It just doesn't. Your common sense tells you that you're not supposed to be doing certain things or being with certain people. But these women will make all types of excuses. Oh, the Bible told me to do this. So the Bible told me to do that. You weigh 500 effing pounds because you're stressed. Okay? You can't walk down your stairs because you can't breathe right, because you have diabetes, high blood pressure, you're damn near stroke level because you with these ninjas worrying about who he's sleeping with. Let them have him and stop worrying about him and going about your life. I don't understand this thirstiness of not wanting to be alone or divesting maybe with a different man just because you can't be without a nigga. Excuse me. I just couldn't help saying that, but it's just the craziest to me. It really is the craziest thing to me. I don't get it. I really
think
don't
a
get
lot
it.
of these women be having these babies because they want to have some sort of anchor with the dude, because she knows you're not going to get a wedding unless you steal from the Senate.
But what anchor? What you're anchoring yourself to broke dick syndrome.
Uh-huh.
What are you
And they don't be offering nothing. They don't offer you nothing. The women be having to do everything. And it's just, I never understand what they get out of it, because a lot of times when you talk to a lot of them, because I'm used to talking to a lot of women, and a lot of times when you talk to them, they're not getting anything out of it. Nothing. They're not getting any understanding. They're not getting any validation. They're not getting any honesty. They're not getting any fidelity. They're just not getting anything. And you wonder what they're holding on to, and nobody can ever give you a valid answer that really makes any fucking sense as to why they holding on to the shit. It never makes any sense.
Wait, L, how about they say some?
You muted yourself on mistake, hunty. It wasn't me.
Oh, they be saying the dumb shit. Oh, but I love him. What do you love about him? I've asked women that. I've asked women when they say shit like that. What do you love
like
about
when
him?
they say,
It be bullshit.
They say you just jealous because you ain't got a man. I like that one.
Oh, yep, that's
It's like you tried to borrow $100 from me last month. What are you saying?
Right.
Why are you? It's like, why are you telling that woman that you just tried to borrow $100 from me and last month?
Right.
So why is he here? Don't be telling you of all people should not be saying you just mad because you ain't got a man. Bitch, don't nobody want nobody that can't fork over $100 on command every day, not just Thursday. Every damn day you should be able to get at least $100 off of him. What are you talking about? No, we're not jealous of that. Keep it moving. Don't tell that woman that shit.
They do it though, and they don't want to ever admit when he beating the brakes off of them. And I'm pretty sure that young lady, that had the baby, I'm sure that was just the final straw. I'm sure he had displayed his violence well before all of that. I'm sure he did, because there's no way no one wakes up and choose violence and say I'm gonna throw a baby off a damn in a river today. No one just wakes up and choose that. He did that before.
Well, according to them and all of the family on his side, he was never right. He was never like that. He had a job. He graduated from high school. Do you know somebody proposed that he must have been drugged?
Oh, please.
It's like, wait a minute. Y'all didn't even give a woman that had a toxicology report that says she was drugged. Y'all didn't give that to her. But there's no blood work that had been taken on him. They was coming up with everything for this boy. And it's like this. They came up with nothing for the baby. Nothing.
Nothing for the baby.
So the family proposed that he was drugged.
I'm talking about the social media streets with all these dusty motherfuckers wall to wall. They came up with everything. The only thing they didn't say is that he heard voices and the baby was looking like the enemy. That's the only thing I didn't hear.
They always make excuses for them though, easy, because they always want to take the responsibility off of them for some reason. It's never that they made a conscious decision to just be fucked up or to just be or to just be an ingrate. You know what I'm saying? Or to just foul shit. You know what I'm saying? They always gotta, maybe he no, he just did the shit because that's just what the fuck he wanted to do and he didn't give a fuck. And he don't care. That's it. That's all.
To acknowledge that these men do not like you. They don't like you. And you
not only that, they hate you.
These mammies are not gonna get it until they're dead. Even if they're dead, they're still not gonna get it. It's just like you're not gonna leave your abusive relationship. That's how a lot of mammies are, unfortunately.
Y'all, at this point, honestly, like I told y'all, I'm starting not to feel sorry for them because as time goes on, by the time 2025 get here, I'm not gonna have no compassion. None, especially for those of a certain age that's been around, been grown since the internet has been a thing, since social media has been a thing. If you've been grown since then and you still getting fucked up by Dusties, I ain't got nothing for you. I don't have shit for you. See, because you heard the rhetoric whenever it needs to fit your narrative. I hear y'all bitches over there. But when you get fucked up, I didn't know your community existed. Knock it off. There's so many people coming for us right now. It's ridiculous. So you knew about it. You came across it in passing. There's no way you have a Facebook, Instagram, or some shit where you didn't come across at least one post concerning either divestment or manosphere. And even if you didn't see divestment, you saw manosphere. That should let you know that they don't give a fuck about you and they hate your guts. And 9 times out of 10, they want to fuck you up. And they're your competition. Please don't forget that. Just because you got a coochie, they are going to compete with you anyway. They'll never compete with other groups of men because they can't win. They are the worst performers. They've never been able to look at the Hispanic community. Y'all, they're starting to outdo a lot of these nakers.
They've been doing it.
They've been doing it.
Shit, they came here after Black people, and they're opening up their own community, their own shops, their own everything.
Yep.
And
I still have not heard any Black woman have a valid reason for not divesting. Like a valid reason. Like, tell me, here is why I cannot leave Blackistan behind, and give me PowerPoint bullet point presentation that says here's why.
Girl, you know they can't leave because they don't want to see them. Yeah, I was just about to say, DZ. It's about, they're gonna say, I can't look at or suck or let no pink dick go into me. I can't with no pink dick. Like,
okay, then explain why there are so many divested lesbian Black women.
Can somebody block BBC is King? Can somebody block that person?
Divested mom, are you dusty?
Oh, hell no.
Okay, that's wonderful.
Are you kidding me?
I am not kidding you. Do you know how
No,
many
girl.
people come in that background? They be named divested this, divested that, divested this, divested queen.
Oh,
As soon as they get
girl.
up here, is like a goddamn dog. So I had to
Look,
ask.
look, girl. Okay. I heard I want to speak on the young woman that she was a little bit worried about moving to a conservative area.
Mm-hmm.
I was born, raised, and went to college in Indiana. Now, if you think about it, every national election, especially the presidential election, general election, Indiana is always the first one to go red.
Mm-hmm.
We are always the first one. We are the reddest state in the whole nation.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. In my county that I was born and raised in, Elkhart County, for literally my whole life, we were the
You
dudes
okay?
that were in charge of the 3K.
Mm-hmm.
If you hear what I'm saying, live in my county.
Okay.
Okay. The same school district that our local roller rink is in. You know, I mean, I grew up around it.
Okay.
And it was never a problem. It was never a
Okay.
problem. I was divested before it had a name. I never dated black guys ever.
Okay.
Okay.
So
And
basically, let me ask you this. What are you saying? Are you saying that it's okay to be in a red state? Because you was talking about the girl that was talking about moving to a
yes,
red area. Okay.
yes, because in a red state, I didn't realize it as a teenager and in my 20s and what have you. But now I'm 51. Now I'm realizing that in a red state, a white man dating a black woman or marrying a black woman is okay because the conservative white people hold that white man in such a high pedestal that any woman he decides to marry is okay with them.
It's been okay, honestly. It's been
The
legislation against it before. Hold on a second. It's been
okay,
okay because whenever they wanted to step out and get with black women, they did. There was legislation at one time where they couldn't do it publicly, but
right,
it's never been an actual problem when a white man wanted to be with a black woman.
right.
Somebody has an
But
echo, by the way.
around here where I live, the only problem that the conservative white people have is seeing their white girls with black men.
Oh hell yeah, because they can't
They don't like
provide.
that.
Yeah,
They
I
don't
got a
like
problem
that.
with that.
But the white men with the black women, they're cool with that.
Yeah.
They're
They're
cool with it.
The thing is, to be a man, you have to be able to provide, protect, and problem solve. And black men
Yes.
ain't doing that shit.
Yes,
Nobody
ma'am.
not only white folk, nobody wants to give their daughter to one of these assholes. Nobody.
Yes,
It literally,
ma'am.
it
Yes,
crushes their
ma'am.
hearts into pieces when these women bring them motherfuckers through their door.
Thank you.
It's like,
So,
bro.
but I mean, I'm 51 years old. I started dating white guys in high school in the 80s.
Mhm.
And I had one particular little white boy that I was dating in like 1986, and his parents loved me so much. One day we were doing homework at his house, and his mom comes out of the bedroom with her wedding dress and is asking, she's like, "Oh, this would look so good on you." And I'm like 16 years old, and I'm like, "Dude,
That's
I'm
funny.
just trying to study for an algebra test. Are you kidding me?
Well,
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
you came in
I'm
there and
telling
knocked
you.
her socks off, okay?
I'm
Especially when
telling
she
you.
came out in her wedding dress. That's crazy.
I'm telling you, the white conservative families love black women when they come home with their sons. They really do.
Yeah,
Especially because those particular type of guys already have the education, the confidence, you know, they already have they already have it together. Even if they're teenagers, you know what I mean? They
I
have that
do.
confidence and everything. So any girl that they bring home, their parents are going to approve,
Thank you for coming up,
because
divested mom. Capricorn Countess, welcome to
that's
the
all it is.
panel. Welcome to the panel.
Hey DZ, hey
What's going
everybody.
on, honey bunny?
Nothing much. I just want to say how demonic these grapes are.
Okay.
They
So
are.
y'all make sure y'all divest and stay away from them. Go on the other side of the road. They're killers. They're rapists. I'm sorry, they're child molesters, and
And you went from one bad one to the next bad
Oh,
one.
I
Because
did.
ain't nothing good about them. It's hard to talk about them up here because it's like every word that describes them is not friendly. It's not politically correct.
Right. It's not within the community guidelines.
They can play basketball a little bit. It's getting worse over time, but they can play basketball. That's all I can give you. And to be honest with you, their mixed children are the ones that's getting drafted now. Your motherfucking ass have been swirling for so long that now your mixed sons are taking your place, and I know you feel great about that. And
Yeah.
our mixed sons are doing the same thing.
Yep.
Fucking weirdos. You can't even describe these niggas without being mean. Yeah, because everything about them is nasty. Everything, including that goddamn STD rate.
Okay.
I'm
Lord.
just ready for white men to take their country back. I like, when they gonna get on the damn horses and get lassos and start whipping these motherfuckers and saying, get y'all ass back. I'm ready. I will help them. Come on, Bubba. I'll help them. Let's go.
I'm telling you, put on that goddamn flannel, put your boots on, and get them the fuck up out of here. Do you know how delighted I would be if they rounded up motherfuckers that's making all of these babies they not taking care of, that's passing out all these bacteria, this genital bacteria. Every goddamn criminal, we'd have probably about 4 black men left in this country if they
Right.
actually did that shit.
Right. It'll be Clarence Thomas. He'll be left.
How about a boat back to Africa? The white master should do that. Like, hey, the trip is free. You don't have to pay anything. No fees, no nothing.
My God. But last week we talked about the fact that they like slavery anyway. That might be a fun trip for them. They'll call that an all-inclusive, all-expense paid trip because they didn't have a problem with that shit.
You see when the white man was on the horse, DZ, when you played that video on the border, you see how that nigga was playing Frogger, jumping back and forth, laughing?
I guess he thought the white dude was playing, and then he stopped and said, y'all in this position because of the way y'all treat y'all women. And everybody that was calling them racist a minute ago, like the mammies, stood up and gave him a round of applause. It's like, girl, you seem bipolar as fuck. You was just mad at him. Now that he's saying some shit that you agree with, it's like, tell him. Go ahead and tell him. I was like, okay, sis, then you ready to divest? No, now you taking shit too far. I ain't say all that. I ain't say all that right there. I just appreciated a broken clock is right twice a day. I ain't say I like them like that. It's like, girl, please. You know that's the right thing to do to get your ass away from these violent ass niggas. Knock it the fuck off.
Some of these quote unquote divested channels, they're still mammies. I don't know if y'all noticed that.
We won't go there. Please don't name none of these idiots by name.
I know. I won't. But you know what I'm talking about.
I do. Having meltdowns on camera. So I do.
Yeah.
We're giving mixed advice around this bitch. Gonna have you fucked up in the game. Southern Bella, welcome to the panel.
Hi, DZ. Hi, ladies. How are you guys doing this Friday?
Awesome. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good. I have been trying to get into the studio for a while. So my topic is probably about 30 minutes ago about those nignogs being upset about that woman's name going on the school.
Mm-hmm.
I am originally born and raised in Alabama, and they want to talk about that guy being a part of the KKK as if plenty of government officials have worse things in their closets. I'm not really understanding what the problem is with that.
Girl, they got fake
Some
outrage
of
for
those
everything.
nignogs should be a part of the KKK. They don't like
Okay.
us.
They talk just like them.
They're
They
not
do.
eligible though.
They act like
Of course not. Of course not. They can't stand for a damn thing.
I don't like how they think their feelings can be counted. You don't own anything. Why do you keep giving people your opinions on anything? Nobody's listening to you. They'll pretend like they're listening so they don't get called racist, but they're not listening to you. Back in the day, you couldn't even vote unless you owned land. They need to bring that shit back.
They need to
They
bring
really
back
do,
counting them
because that
damn
would,
jelly beans for these niggas can vote.
yeah.
Yeah.
I honestly think somebody hit on it about it being jealousy. Like, you know, us as Black women, like, we've conquered a lot of things and they haven't conquered shit. So
Okay.
that's their problem. Anytime that we're acknowledged for anything positive.
Yeah, they was being convoluted. I think it only makes sense to put the first Black woman that attended the school. She actually was the first Black person to attend the university and name a building after her. It makes sense. Every time they're getting ready to give a Black woman her flowers, they have a collective meltdown.
Mm-hmm.
It's almost like
Yeah.
you gonna make these bitches think they somebody. Don't give them nothing because they need you to mule. If you start thinking you some fucking body, you're not gonna mule anymore. It's just makes sense. You won't mule anymore, and they can't have that. They cannot have that shit. So I don't care that her
I
name is going
totally
up
agree.
next to him because he was the governor at the time. It's the facts. And niggas have a problem with facts. He was indeed the governor at the time.
Yeah, they do have an issue with the facts. They really do. And like you said, anytime we're giving our flowers, they have a problem with that. I remember graduating from college, the last nignog I dated, and I got my degree. I was so ashamed I didn't even go to my graduation. And he's like, "Oh, well, you knew that was coming." And I'm like, what?
No.
Like, what? Well, thanks, you know? So it's all jealousy.
I don't like men that try to compete with women. If it's a like
I
a
can't
political
stand them.
race, yeah. If there's a man and a woman running, sure, they're gonna have to compete with each other. But you're comparing your life to a person that functions differently in society than you do. She's not gonna be able to do certain things because you're stronger than her. Why are you competing? This is a man's world. Why are your women beating you? You have an advantage because you got a shit log. Let's just keep it real. You have Black male privilege. So you should be the most educated. You should be the ones that's opening up all the businesses. You should be because you got a leg up. What is Black women's privilege? I can't think of one. The privileges that we get, we have to go get them.
Right.
With degrees and so on and so forth. But I'm talking to the wall right now, okay?
Yeah.
The realization is they want to, I've been saying this for the longest, they want to be women. They want to have periods. They want
do.
government checks.
Absolutely.
They want to be able to collect food stamps.
Absolutely.
I hate when people are like when a Black woman becomes educated, they be like, "Oh, you should give money back to the community," you know. Like, how do y'all feel about that?
Tell these damn
Institutionally,
rappers to give back.
hold up one second. My world institutionally, I mean, not aesthetically, just institutional. We don't have any institutional privileges. Every privilege that we get is we have to go get it. It's acquired. Yeah. So as far as that goes, yeah, we do age better.
And when they say give money back to the community, what they really mean is give them
Give it to niggas.
Hands.
Right.
I knew your money hands. They don't really mean give back because they're not going to nobody's school. They're not learning anything. They're not going to use the money other than to buy weed and rims. So you already know they don't really mean give back to the community. They really mean give them the money in their hands so they can buy Hennessy.
Wow.
And video games. Don't forget video
Oh,
games.
sorry, I forgot. You know.
I just really hate when Black women are educated and they get into these corporate spaces, and the first thing they want to do is head to the DEI department or human resources to basically mammy on corporate level. And it just really breaks my heart because I know some very intelligent Black women and they over there sitting in the DEI office. I'm like, come on.
They would never do no shit like that for you. Anytime they got a leg up on anything, they left your motherfucking ass behind. They was talking, and they took other men's daughters with them. That you don't really want these Black men to make it, okay? Because you're gonna be in the same position, if not worse, position that you were in right motherfucking now. Because they're not taking you. They've never chose you. The broke ones ain't choosing you. The rich ones ain't choosing you. The ones in mid-level jobs, they definitely not choosing you because they just got there and they just trying to figure out they trying to get as far away from your ass as humanly possible. So I don't understand this hard ass fight. It's almost like y'all like being abused. You know, y'all remember the guy we was just talking about that invented Kwanzaa or whatever, created Kwanzaa, however you say it. They were, and this is going to be funny, so feel free to laugh. Him and those dudes in that house, when they had those women captured, do you know they was picking up toasters and banging them bitches in the head with toasters?
Oh my God.
Are you serious? I knew that he was abusing them, but banging them with
girl.
And it blows my mind that they like pedestalize Kwanzaa like it's just like a national holiday when this story is behind it.
It's a joke.
It's a freaking joke.
Wait, y'all gotta explain this shit.
Okay.
What did y'all just say?
You talking about the toasters or no? Because
Still stuck on the damn toasters. He treating these bitches head like Eggo waffles around this bitch.
It reminds me of the Boondocks. I don't know if y'all have watched it before.
It's crazy. They find creative ways to punish your ass, but won't find a way to take care of you. That shit is crazy, y'all. It's nuts.
They do anything.
But yeah.
They do anything that's convenient for them, and they're selfish as hell.
Y'all check this out. The sayings from the Black community, go ahead and throw them out. You don't need to listen to that bullshit anymore. One of the ones is, treat people how you want to be treated. Nope. They put that in Black women's head because guess what? They already know that you would, if you treated them how they're treating you, they'd be getting treated badly. So you treat people how they're treating you.
That's right.
Do not let people tell you a vindictive, bitter bitch because you giving them what they gave. Okay? Yeah. It's a lot of those stupid ass sayings that they, money don't grow on trees. Well, bitch, guess what? Nobody said it grew on trees. You just making excuses for this motherfucker. Okay. You're supposed to be grateful for everything he does. They don't give a damn if he got the shit from somebody else and he didn't have to pay for it. If he brings it to the table, you're supposed to be grateful for everything a man does for you as a Black woman. Right. No. He's supposed to bring more. He has the privilege. If you decide to be with him, why would you do that? I don't know. But he's supposed to bring more to the table because you're going to end up giving more to the relationship. Having sex with them puts you up under higher risk. You take more risk as a woman. You risk pregnancy. You risk losing your job. Some of these places don't want no big motherfucking 9 months about to blow up woman working in their facility. Why? Because they're open to lawsuits if something happens to you or that baby. Right. So you don't have to be thankful for just whatever they bring to the table. You set your standards and you stick to the motherfuckers.
And it's funny that you say that, DZ, because there's been a few times I've walked in a restaurant or, a fast food place, and you'll see a girl, Black girl, and big and pregnant on her feet. Always ask, what are you doing here? Like, why are you here? Oh, I have to work because, I need to get stuff for my baby. Where's the father? Like, what are you doing? Why are you on your feet? Because we all know like you work in retail or anything like that, fast food or anything like that. One, it is not paying much, and two, you're working really long hours. And I'm always trying to ask, why are you guys working this damn hard
They
for a
ain't got no
baby?
choice.
For
They
one
ain't
of
got no choice.
these niggas, what are you doing? Like, what?
Yeah.
I don't get it. I don't get it.
That's why they legs and shit be all swole up. Then they
Yes.
go in labor and then wonder why they having preeclampsia and the goddamn placenta
Right.
done detached and you become
Right.
an emergency, got to run you to the OR and all that shit. And once whoever's in your family, somebody got some shit going on in the back.
Okay.
Once whoever shows up to be by your side, because 77% of the time it won't be him.
Right.
You in that shit alone. And if that happens, you're gonna need some maternity leave. And if you work in
Right.
those type of bullshit jobs, they don't offer maternity leave.
They
They
really
want you to get your ass back on them swollen ass feet and get busy. So you're taking the risk, and it makes no sense. Are you insane?
And it's funny because we're talking about this, and I bet you that girl that just got shot by that Nick Nog and had her baby thrown into the river probably was working one of these bullshit ass jobs as well. So
Mm-hmm.
this is you get your baby killed 2 days, and you get killed after working 16-hour days and all of this. And she's a beautiful girl. I didn't see your thing
She was
about
lovely. Her and the baby were
why
pretty.
I ask
They
like
both
young
beautiful.
girls all the time, why are you fucking with this low budget creature? Why are you giving your pussy that's worth $1 million? They love to tell you every word, every way that they are the prize. How nigga, how?
Yeah.
Well,
Can I?
she's doing that because she's doing that because she felt like that's the best she could get, and that's all,
Mm-hmm.
and that needs to be talked about. Why a lot of these black women and girls deal with these black males the way that they deal with them, because a lot of them, they don't see the value in themselves, and they
Right.
feel like that he has to be black because that gets drilled into them, so they just really literally be accepting anything, and they be having low self-esteem, and
Mm-hmm.
they don't believe in themselves, and they don't feel like that they should be able to get more or get somebody better, so they just pick what's around them.
Mhm.
So that's what a lot of that is: low self-esteem and being lazy and listening to other people, letting other people get in your head.
Yeah.
Most mammies' attitude is real righteously indignant. When they don't want to do something, Elle and the rest of you ladies on this panel and the ladies in the chat, most mammies' attitude is very righteously indignant. So when they grow up, right, and they've been taught some shit that they don't want to be around anymore, they get the fuck away from it. The only thing they're not willing to get away from is that black ass man. They're not trying to
Yep.
do that. Like when they were little, if their mom made them eat all their vegetables, let's just say that. When they grow up, they be like, "Oh fuck that! I'm not eating no vegetables. My mama made me do this." Da, 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 da. They go all the way in, and they divest from fucking vegetables. But as soon as you mention that motherfucking nigga, I was raised a certain way. That's what they told me when I grew up. Well, bitch, you ain't eating lettuce no more because of that. So what's the difference?
Yeah.
Okay.
Child, y'all gonna have me go
Yeah.
on a diatribe.
I've noticed that as y'all was talking, I've noticed that a lot of black women do have like 2 to 3 jobs, and they're pregnant, or they had like kids after kids after kids by an acre. And I'm thinking like, and they be getting like 4 or 2 hours of sleep, and I'm like thinking like, wow, like how can you do all this? And they look stressed, they look haggard, and they look like they age, like they look like they starting to age because of it.
Yep.
Y'all
And the
look at that
crazy thing
screen.
is, my fault. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead. Because after that, we get into this screen, y'all.
Wait,
Okay.
why performed a C-section on a 500-pound black woman?
Okay.
I can't.
But yeah, I was just simply saying sometimes they
Oh,
will have kid after kid, and it's like you didn't learn from the first 2 or the first one. Like, why are you still popping out kids for these nakers?
Look, they learn lessons. They just being extra. Because if they started swirling or whatever, not necessarily divested, just started swirling. The first white boy that treat them some type of way, they gonna know how to stay away from white boys instantly.
Yeah.
Instantly. It's because the
Mm-hmm.
dude is black that they put up with the extra shit. All it takes is one white guy to not be what she wants him to be. Oh shit, she know how to get the fuck away from him and anybody that look like him that same fucking day.
Okay.
They be acting ignorant. They not ignorant. They act
No.
ignorant.
And
And
some
it's
of
like
these,
apply that same logic. Go ahead, babe.
oh, I've noticed some of these mammies, they're turning some of these white men dusty. Like, have y'all noticed that? They turning some of these
I don't
white
follow it like that. They usually be like wiggers and shit. You know what I'm saying?
That's
yeah,
right.
yeah, I'm
Oh, they
talking about
already wiggers,
dusty.
so yeah.
Especially the white guy that was with the black girl, whose kid was found in the apartment. She left her kids in the apartment with taking ramen noodles and stuff like that. Y'all know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, that wigger. I know about that shit. She came on and had that mugshot with that yellow hair. I know exactly who you talking about.
Yeah,
The
stay
chick from
away from them
Houston.
too.
Yeah.
Oh God.
That was a hood rat from Houston, and she was messing around with a wigger. But over on other
Right.
platforms, they saying there was some divested bullshit. That girl wasn't divested. Like I got 8 fucking toes on my left foot. That's some bullshit.
Right.
That's a turn off.
And
That's
if
a
the
turn
white
off for
guy,
me.
if the
Yeah.
if the white guy has too many black male friends, that's a red flag too. That
Oh
means
yeah,
Yes.
run.
He
I was
can't have
getting to
run.
Run.
that. Yes, I was getting to that. I always say if it's a white guy and he wants to act like a nignog, that's a complete turnoff because why not I just go and date one of those? Like
Right.
Right.
I don't want anything to do with that. So don't you go acting like that. Like that is
Mm-hmm.
just weird to me.
I think they do that. They date those wiggers because they want to think they have one up. Like, I'm dating a white man. It's kind of like when black men get white women and they think they putting this person in your face to embarrass you. I think some black women do that too because
Mm-hmm.
they think, oh, I'm getting this light-skinned ninja, so I'm doing a little bit better than most. No, he's the same reincarnate of the damn niggas in the community, especially if you got him from in the community. But a lot of
Right.
they don't want to. They crazy.
Keisha, get your bitch ass from my background.
Oh Lord.
Get your bitch ass from back there, because all you gonna get is the Sparta flip flop. Because number one, I know you hired in giraffe balls right now, and number two, you probably ain't got shit to say. You the same as you was 3 days ago when I had my ass up here last time. You gonna come up here and say that either you're divested or you're not divested, or you're gonna come up here and take up for black men. That's what you're gonna do.
She
You
did.
getting corny at this point. Do you have anything else to say other than that bullshit? Put it in the private chat.
She did. She said some black men and black women need to be united.
And she
I
needs
think
to
that's a
put
Oh
big.
some
Lord.
respect
I
on
think
the
that's a
older
guy.
women that's on this panel. She's talking about that old woman. Girl, you need to mind your mouth.
It's very.
Child, I am not studying Keisha ass, because the thing is, you are getting redundant, you are getting repetitive, and the shit is corny. Your troll game sucks, right? And you need to go get a different grade of whatever your vice is, because honey, it got you up here sounding like you have a traumatic brain injury. You are stalling when you try to talk. You come up here and throw yourself on mute instantly. You acting like you should be in Blackistan. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to provide you with some links. Keisha, email me at divestedzealot@gmail.com, and I'm going to send you some mammy sites to go to. Click their link and go up there and say your shit, girl, and you won't get the Sparta flip flop.
There is a place for you. It's just not here.
That's Sparta flip.
It's Sparta. Sparta flip.
Sparta flip flop be taking me out.
Oh God.
I told y'all I had dreams for Keisha, right? I thought that
The
being
last
around
Sparta
us
flip
for a little
flop with the eggnog took me out.
girl, I thought she was by now, get it, but she don't.
She's
She
probably
don't.
fucking Nick Nog right now.
She what?
She probably fucking a Nick Nog right now.
While she's in my back chat?
Probably. I mean, some people are weird as fuck like that. So,
Okay.
Girl. I'm answering the
I
text. That's
think
why I ain't saying much. Go ahead.
it might be a mixture of that tunchi that she likes to smoke and that nasty nignog sperm that like messing with her brain.
I think it's bad salts.
Yeah.
Yeah, cut your background off, whoever got that going on. Keisha, you have a mouth like a radiator, a car radiator. It's like it rumbles, it stutters, it's weird. I don't feel like talking to your instant grit ass tonight. You sound crazy as fuck, and I'm over you, okay?
She's jealous of you, Zealot. She's jealous. That's why she keep coming at you.
And I
Say
really don't
you,
think that that's
okay?
sweet. That's
Lord,
not
she literally slow. She's slow.
Yeah, she is.
Oh, child.
She's slow. So
That's not bad.
anyway, ladies, I will see y'all in the Discord. I love y'all the fucking pieces. Y'all stay away from these goddamn niggas, please.
Okay.
Or Divesta Zealot will. That's what's up. I will be back to just roast you again. Okay.
Okay.
I'm tired of the stories. I'm tired of seeing kids getting hurt. If you don't want them kids, quit having them. It's not gonna keep that nignog around. It's not. As a matter of fact, that's how you break up with a nigga. Get pregnant. I said what I said. Bye, y'all. See y'all next time.
All right,
Bye,
baby.
ladies.
Bye.
Bye, ladies. Bye-bye. All right.
Thank you.